Here's something you're going to run into every once in a while inspecting a property, and that will be a garage that has been converted into a room. Now, the first thing you're going to look for will be a driveway that does not have a garage door. As you can see here, we have a driveway, and it looks like a newly remodeled wall. And how do we know that? Well, we can see that there is some type of a decorative rock facing here, and it doesn't run all the way across the perimeter of the home. If it did, then it would be a little more confusing. We'd be thinking, wait a minute, did someone just put an additional parking area in here, or are there any other things that are any other clues, anything else we can look for? Well, there are. If we look closely, we can see that there has been some siding applied here. And again, you're probably thinking, hey, wait a minute, the siding doesn't look, it's not really giving it away. You know, I don't see anything. The siding looks fine. How could you tell? Well, the next thing we're going to look at is the wood trim that hasn't been painted. That would be our final clue that something was just done here. Something had currently been done. Now, what happens if you come to a project where there are no clues like this? You see everything. You know, you have a driveway that could be a parking area. And the house doesn't have a garage. Maybe it never had a garage. Well, this could be a problem. You're going to need to, because there are contractors, there are do-it-yourselfers who can make a garage look like it's part of the home, and you're never going to notice. If that's the case, it wouldn't be a bad idea to head down to your local building department or planning department and find out if there was a permit pulled or anything, or if the home originally had a garage, because sometimes, and again, this is where it gets tricky, some building codes, some areas require a specific sized garage. And if that's the case, then this could be a problem, especially if you're thinking about purchasing the property. Remember, while inspecting a property, you will be looking for any types of variations. Stucco on the right, siding on the left with pre-manufactured rock. This would be one of those clues you'd be looking for. Another thing would be to go inside the house and make sure that the floors in these rooms, or the floor from the original living area to the garage, is the same height. Most of the time you're going to step down into a garage. This is common. I'm not saying this is going to happen every time, but most of the time it'll be between 2 and 6 inches, and sometimes there'll be a step, and sometimes there will also be a stairway. So you're just not looking at the outside, you will also be looking at the inside. And do not forget, this is important, if you are thinking about purchasing a property that has where a garage has been converted, you should seriously find out whether or not it was permitted, because if it wasn't permitted, you might be changing some of this living area that you need, and that's the reason why you're buying the house, back into a garage. So if the house is going to be sold as a 4-bedroom and you need 4 bedrooms, but one of those bedrooms is a garage, and eventually you're going to get caught and they're going to make you change it back into a garage, then that obviously wouldn't be a good thing.